Welcome to the 30 Americans Get the Word Out podcast, and this is Trey.
And De'Mond.
And we are here due to the service learning project between the Joslyn and Blackburn Alternative Program. We're here checking out the work, and we're going to tell y'all all about it. And stay tuned for more.
Hi, y'all. We're back again for our last installment of our thoughts about certain works in 30 Americans.
In this episode, we'll explore Mickalene Thomas' works, Hotter Than July, and revisit Nina Abney's Class of 2007.
But first, we are going to look at Kurt Walker, who said, when stereotypes attempt to take control of their own bodies, they can only do what they are made of, and they are made of pathological attitudes of the Old South. Therefore, the racist stereotypes occurring in my arts can only partaking of psychotic activities.
What do you think that means? Let's listen to our discussion with Kevin Lytle in front of Walker's Camptown Ladies.
These are like single moms. Like right there, she holding up her baby. Mm-hmm. Like she got little nieces. They go more mom. I don't know what this is right here.
What color are they? Black. I can tell. I don't know if it's like purposeful. Because I mean, all of them kind of have the same hairstyle. To me, like they kind of all look the same race. But this girl looks like that girl, and I feel like she started off somewhere, and as she went on her journey through life, she's seen and experienced new things. She might have learned and got to do some fun things. She might have got to try new things with different people. And all kinds of stuff. This happened, I don't know what this is, and that's kind of the story. And this person arrived or whatever that happened. She might have had a kid, right? She might have had more kids that do bad stuff to the other kids or torture them all and make her stress. That person, which is probably that person out there or something, I don't know, flees off and then just ends. I don't know, it's more than one story. You can see it, you can look at it over and over again, different perspectives of it, but definitely art, for sure.
Y'all know what character is?
What do you mean? Like when something has its own character?
No, it's the idea. So you got artists on corners, and they take something that's real and they turn it into a cartoon. And so they make things a little bit more outlandish and a little bit more creative and make things stand out. So I can't touch it, but the hair. That to me, that's hair. Yeah. And to me, though, they like little dreads, a little locks on top of
like
somebody's
Kodak.
head.
Like Kodak.
Yeah,
right.
They look like the little Kodak.
Right.
Oh, that's where I've seen that.
So then you would think that this is probably a little girl or a little boy.
Yeah.
Except for they got this little boy, they got it looking like a monster. Absolutely. So then
bad boy or a bad girl.
this picture or this picture, these look like women, right?
This like a mom, like
Yeah.
grandma. They got a big old bag.
They got a big old bag, or it could be a butt.
Yeah, it could be that butt.
It could be a butt. And what I think is that it's how people see us.
Yeah.
And especially when you take it back to the enslaved times where we weren't seen as humans, we were seen as something else. A lot of times we were seen as monsters.
Now we're going to move to the Old South to present day with Kranecia sharing her thoughts about Mickalene Thomas' work, Hotter Than July.
Hello, my name is Kranecia Thompson, and today I will be talking about an artwork where this lady, she has like her shirt open and her like breast is showing, and to me that hits deep because I feel like you shouldn't have to be called like a hoe, excuse my language, or a thought or anything to have your clothes open. As long as you're showing the beauty of art and what you really are deep and down, you shouldn't have to be called names or something because of what you want to be. Or that's like me walking outside with my shirt off, like I getting judged when I feel like you shouldn't be able to get judged based off how you feel and what you feel is in you. And I feel like if you want to walk around naked, then that's on you. I really like to, like, because nowadays a lot of people call girls or females hoes and thoughts because what they wear or what they wear is not appropriate or what they wear looks trashy. And in this artwork, it's like, okay, well, let me put a little bit into it and let me tell you that it's okay for you to dress how you want to dress. You shouldn't have to change yourself for nobody.
We agree. You shouldn't have to change yourself. Before we listen to the narrative inspired by this work, let's share these words of author Toni Morrison. The Black woman has had nothing to fall back on, not maleness, not whiteness, not ladyhood, not anything. And out of her profound desolation of her reality, she may very well intend herself.
My name is Nyala, and I am now an inspiring model for women of exposure. Being a model is not what I always wanted to be, but the type of model I am tells a story. Coming to the United States, I realized there was a lot of slut shaming. Being that I am from Nigeria, we are allowed to walk around naked as the day you were born without having to deal with aftermath of backlash. When I first came out being a model with a lot of skin exposure, social media comments were rising to the top. A lot of the comments were negative and saying things like how I should be ashamed of myself and embarrassed, saying I might be selling my body. But some of the comments that caught my eye were positive comments about how brave I am and how it takes a lot of courage to be able to be out there. My name is Nyala, and I am determined to get my message out there that it is absolutely okay to love and take pride in your body and to show it off without being judged.
Let's remember what Alasia had to say about Nina Chanel Abney's class of 27.
Okay, my name is Alasia, and I picked the Nina Chanel painting class of 2007. I like it because it's really realistic, and it's a message behind it. If you really, if you come and you read what it's about, then you can see and think about the message that's behind it. And the roles are reversed. The correctional officer is actually black, and she painted herself white, and the inmates are actually white, and she painted them black. The dripping paint I feel like the dripping paint is like almost like they're crying because it's near their face. It's near their eyes and not really running off their face. And some of them are running off their face, like the paint's dripping to the natural color. And the hairstyles are really realistic. It looks like real life black girls and black guys. And they took it and it took place in a violent place. It took place in Chicago, which is one of America's most violent cities. And she has a iron cross on her neck, and I didn't notice that until I got to school. And I just really like the painting because it does have a nice message behind it, and I feel like seems like she would be a nice person to meet.
And now here's the last narrative of this project. Jamari's story was inspired by this work. Hi, I'm Angel, and I'm reading a narrative by Jamari Whiteside, class of 2007 by Nina Chanel Abney. I am the artist of class of 2007. This is hard for me because I was the only African American in my class out of 20 whites. Sometimes I felt like I was being targeted, being the only colored in my class. In this picture, I am the guard, controlling all these prisoners. I wanted them to see what it feels like to have no power or control, to be controlled by a person who has higher power and to control them. As a black woman, they look at us like we don't have a say in our life or we mean nothing. Back when I was in school, females couldn't vote. Females couldn't do a man's job. Still today, we females are looked at as toys. They think they could play with our hearts when they want to. They think they can tell us when and how we are going to be successful in life. That double standard is still there for us. As a black woman, they want us to dress a certain way and wear our hair a certain way and act alike. I'm actually not the artist of the painting. My name is Jamari, and I am 15 years old. I feel like today is the same as when Nina Chanel Abney was in school, but now it's mixed races in classrooms. It still feels like black women still have the shorter end of the stick. We always have money issues, less of something, and are looked at like we have shit on our faces. I don't want it to be like that when I get older. I want to be looked at as a young adult who has overcome being abandoned by her mom and dad. I want to be the next face of Omaha. I want to be me, and I want to be seen as myself.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you come to visit the 30 Americans, which includes works by Karen Walker, Mickalene Thomas, and Nina Chanel Abney. 30 Americans is on view at the Joslyn Art Museum until Sunday, May 5th. Come back next week for our final installment that will feature our reflections. Blackburn High School out.